prices in the crypto space are dipping right now. At the same time, Richard Hart is hinting at 100x for Pulse. Right, let's take a quick look at some. I'll just read a bit of the tweet that he sent. Right, it says $49 million sitting in bid side for Pulse in PulseX V1 across the different stable coins that we have. So if another 49 million is injected, right, that would mean the price would 4x just like that in one candle. And then he says that another 441 million would 100x the price if it all happened in a single order across these four pairs. It's not exact because Arbos, right? So yeah, it might be a little bit plus or minus 100x in one candle. Obviously, you would see some profit taking, and then that would dip to a little bit less than 100x. But he's explaining how easy it is to get 100x on Pulse. Now, having said that, why are these numbers important? Now, these numbers are important because right now, the Sacrifice wallet controls over $400 million, right? The last time I checked, I don't know the exact number right now, but it controls about $400 million right now. So he's explaining to you just how simple it is to get that 100x. Now, I've got to get to another point that I think is important, especially right now when we do see these dips happening, right? There are some comments that I saw, but then there's one in particular that I think is important. And this one, the first one that was on top, that is like, Bitcoin has done 3x in 6 months. PulseChain remains flat. The ecosystem is over. Let's stop lying to ourselves, guys. It's over, right? And then someone responded, agreed. It's time to get realistic. We've been effed over. Time to sell all and take your chances in the last part of the bull run before it's over. RH not only cost us 99% of our portfolio, but also ruined the chances of us getting anything actually good. So what I get from this message, right, it's someone who's like at the edge who just wants to get out, right? That's what they want to do. But I want to say this, right? This is not financial advice, obviously, because obviously there's risky. But the problem with getting out, especially when you've been in for so long, is you get out today, the pump starts tomorrow. Now that is a painful part to be. That's a painful point to be, especially when you've been throughout all the stuff that we've been through. You've been through the years of waiting. You've been through the different FUD. You've been through the SEC. You've been through all the stuff that has happened. And then you get out, the next day, the number starts to go up. That's an extremely painful part to be in. And having said that, I also understand the value of diversification. I understand that if you're saying that, look, I want some exposure to other ecosystems as well, but you have to do it with your eyes wide open, right? Solana has been pumping for a while. Will it continue to pump? Maybe, but it might start dipping, right? The ecosystem has been pumping, the Solana ecosystem. Meme coins on Solana have been doing well. But one thing that is underreported, right, is the amount of meme coins that rug, that just go away, that are a quick pump and dump. So it's not easy money. It's not easy money at all. It's not like if you just leave this ecosystem, you're going to be swimming in money, right? Because so far, I've heard about the Solana ecosystem doing well. I have not heard about Matic ecosystem doing well, Avalanche ecosystem doing well. In fact, if you're calculating for the last 3 months, if you're looking from the all-time, from the low of the last 3 months, Pulse has actually outperformed most of these other projects. However, most people are looking from the sacrifice rate, right? So that's where there is some dissatisfaction because it's been years of sacrifice. But if you had dollar cost average through those dips, you would be in a much better place being in the PulseChain ecosystem than most other ecosystems except Solana. So those are some things to think about. So if you do want exposure to other ecosystems, go ahead, have exposure, but think twice before you dump your whole bag. Now, this is not financial advice because everyone can be wrong in the crypto space, right? I could be wrong. My opinion could be wrong. And you thinking that it's time to dump, your opinion could be right. So whatever you decide, make sure that it's your own analysis and you come to your own conclusion of what you want to do. But what I'm seeing is Richard Hart is hinting at, look, this thing can pump. Now, having said that, right, if you still, for 100x, you need 400 million. That's a lot of money. Now, we do understand that the sacrifice wallet has that, but that's a lot of money. And that would mean that even the onboarding has to be, if you want to get that quick price performance, we need to be onboarding like real power players in the space who can put a $10 million buy, a $20 million buy. Those are the numbers that we need in order to get that 100x. Because if 100x costs 400 million, we're going to say plus profit taking, that means that 100x probably cost about $1 billion for it to be sustainable. right? $1 billion. That's a lot of money. But this is a layer 1 blockchain, right? I mean, if you look at how many billions have gotten into Bitcoin the last few weeks, right, it tells you that the capital is there somewhere. So we just have to be able to attract that right capital, and then that will send us all to the moon. And the beauty about when you have that kind of capital coming into the ecosystem is that it then attracts all the degens as well, and then you have more transactions happening, more of that buy and burn on PulseX starts to kick in, and then and happy days for everyone. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts about this. Tell me what you think about this in the comments below, and I have to emphasize this point, right? This is absolutely not financial advice. It's me commenting my opinion on what I think that the best strategy to do in the market. Now, I always have, I have a rule when it comes to selling. I don't believe in selling the entire position. Because unfortunately, because if these bull runs have changed. But in previous bull runs, you'd be surprised. One day you wake up, you bought some crazy coin you don't know, and you wake up and it's done like 100x, right? And or some dust you had that could not buy anything. One day you wake up and it's worth a lot. So I don't believe in dumping your entire position at all. In most circumstances, as long as the coin has good product market fit. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.